أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن استنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين. So this is our third lesson in our discussion on self-purification, and starting today we will be discussing the individual problems or diseases which can cause problems to our personalities. Today we will be talking about miserliness or stinginess, which is basically a disease related to hoarding wealth and not spending it and not giving it to those who need it. The Quranic term for this is bukhul, which is derived from the word bakhala, which basically means to prevent wealth from going where it should go, or to stop it from reaching those who need it and who deserve it. Basically, a miser is someone who keeps on collecting wealth. He or she keeps on hoarding it, and they don't spend it on others, they don't give it to those who need it, they don't spend it for the people who deserve it, they don't spend it on themselves, they don't spend it on their family, they don't fulfill the rights of others. They just keep on collecting it, and they collect it till they die. So no one else benefits from their wealth, they don't benefit from their wealth, their family does not benefit from their wealth, their friends do not benefit from their wealth, and the people who need it do not get it either. So obviously this causes quite a lot of problems. Like in society, it causes oppression to spread, it causes poverty, it causes hatred to spread, it also creates, it also distances you from Allah. So there's a saying of the Prophet ﷺ that he said that stinginess and faith will never be combined in a person's heart. And this was narrated by Nisai in his Sunan and by Bukhari in Adab al-Mufrad. And so we can see that stinginess is a very dangerous thing. Now, what happens is that the cause of this disease is either a love for wealth or a fear of poverty. And we need to understand here that this is basically rooted in a misunderstanding about what success truly is. That if you think that success and happiness will come only from wealth, then you will not be willing to spend at all. So first of all, we need to know that yes, while we need to have something in life to live, and because we need a place to stay, or we need to buy clothes, to buy food and all that. But it is the first thing we need to know is that this life is a test, and we have a responsibility to fulfill the rights of others and to help those in need. And if we don't fulfill this responsibility, then this will distance us from Allah, and it will not make us successful. So we need to reflect upon the akhirah, and we need to reflect upon the verses of the Quran and the hadith which deal with this issue, to first of all realize the reality behind these things. Secondly, we need to know that a miser deprives himself or herself, as well as their friends and family, of their own wealth. Like, they gain nothing from it. They keep on collecting wealth, and they don't spend it, they don't benefit from it, society does not benefit from it, it causes problems to society, and they themselves are deprived of what they are hoarding, which is kind of ironic. Thirdly, we need to keep in mind the ill effects that it has on our character and our society, and we need to remember that it can cause oppression, that it can distance us from Allah, and we need to know that a miser is not just hated by Allah, but he or she is also hated by people, so much so that even misers hate misers. So like, in the end you're going to be alone. So this is also a very powerful thing. If you remember that, then it will slowly break the grip of this character on you. Also, keep in mind that we should perform actions that benefit others. We should give, for example, zakat or sadaqah, because what that does is that it reminds us of the responsibility that we have. And about zakat, it is said that it purifies your wealth, so that it makes sure that no one in society is deprived of a chance. And it reminds us that whatever we have been given from wealth is actually a responsibility, a test that has been given to us by Allah. So if you have wealth, it does not mean that you own it. It basically means that you have been given a responsibility and you must take care of others with it as well. Like, it's not just for you, it's for you. Yes, you will benefit from it a bit, but you have this responsibility to help others and to give to those who need. Okay. There are two more things. First of all, that when people who are miserly often say that we are saving. So we need to remember there's a difference between saving and being stingy. You're being stingy or you're being miserly when you just hoard things. You don't spend it on yourself, you don't spend it on your family, you don't give to the needy, and you're just collecting. When you save things, you fulfill the rights of others, you fulfill your own rights, you help those in need, and alongside that you save a little for, times when you may face some problems. So we need to remember this. So don't let shaitan trick you into saying that I am saving things, well in reality you're not saving, you're being stingy. And also keep in mind that stinginess, it mainly comes with wealth, but it can also be related to other things such as knowledge or to other abilities that you have. If you can help someone in any way, or if you've got knowledge, or if you've got some other thing, there's some other way in which you can help and you just hoard that too, then that is also a form of stinginess, and that can be dealt with in similar ways. You can adapt the previous mentioned things. So that is about stinginess. Finally, if you get such thoughts which are sort of miserly, you can seek refuge with Allah. You can use this ta'ala, a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, basically. And what happens is that you will not be punished for having such thoughts, because if you can deal with these thoughts, then you will get the reward for not following an evil thought. So that is also, you can say, a plus point. So may Allah help us in this matter, and may He protect us from stinginess in all its forms. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن استنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين.